Hi, I'm Mac from Smart Cat. Thank you for joining us today. I'm here at the Marina del Rey in Los Angeles to talk with Gerry Roberts, proud owner of the Smart Cat S280. Gerry has been selling his S280 since 2024 January and has a great experience to share. And in this interview, we will hear about his journey as a selling catamaran owners and why he chose the Smart Cat and how he used the boat, and then also what he learned along the way. Hi, Gerry.
Mac, good to see you again.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Here you are in
Yeah.
beautiful Southern California.
All right. Okay.
Great day.
Great. It's a beautiful day here
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
No humidity like Florida.
January. I came here January.
You came
and then-
January
and then
25.
July. Weather is similar, but it's a lot better now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's starting to warm up.
Yeah. Can you please introduce yourself to the
Hi.
Smart Cat community?
Absolutely. Gerry Roberts, and this is my wife and I's catamaran, Miss Perfect, with 2 R's. She named it because I said, what are we going to name this boat? And she said, it's a cat, right? I said, yes. She said, how about Miss Perfect? So that's Miss Perfect.
Nice
It's on
name.
the side, 2
Yeah.
R's.
Yeah.
So she gets the credit for that. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
we've had it. Mac brought it to Los Angeles from South Korea in one piece, which was new.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that.
And we'll talk about
Yeah.
that. So that was
Assembly,
that
delivery.
was good to
Yeah.
see. But yeah, so we've had it since January of this year, and here we are.
Okay, excellent.
Yes.
So I believe you reached me out in early 2021.
Yes.
That's it shows on my record, you know. And
Yes.
then you came to see demo of the Smart Cat S280 in Marathon Key in Florida, 2022 May.
Correct.
Yeah, it's like 1 year later after you contact only initially.
Correct.
And then that was only viewing the boat, not actual test sailing with
No.
your son. You
No.
didn't do test sailing.
Yeah, my
when
son
you're
and
there.
I drove down to Marathon Island
Yeah.
and met up with Captain Scott and his boat there.
Yeah, and then you placed the order of your boat, 2023 December.
Yes.
That was after another year and a half after you saw the boat, and then you received the boat in 2025 January,
Yes.
like 1 year later that
Yes.
you place order.
But you
so
told
that was
me
a long journey.
You told me it was going to be a while. You
Yeah,
guys-
yeah. So
So
it's from the 2021, now 2025, almost like 5 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, it took 5 years.
Yeah.
Initially, you saw the boat,
Right.
and then you contact me, and then you got until you received the boat.
Yes.
So how did you hear about Smart Catamaran at the beginning? You contact me, and how did you decide to place order of the Smart Cat, your Smart Cat?
I started sailing when I was 16 on smaller monohulls. And as that progressed, and later in my life, the first catamaran I sailed on was a 38-foot Lagoon. And that was in a sailing club out of Long Beach, California. So we took the Lagoon over to Catalina probably 5 times. And I said, this is the way to do it. It's going to be a Lagoon. So after that, and thinking about actually buying a catamaran, and I realized that there was no way that we could afford a new Lagoon. And then we checked other catamarans, and they were all very expensive. And the 2 that I kind of got that I said they're in our price range was the Main Cat and the Smart Cat. And the thing I liked about the Smart Cat compared to Lagoons or any of the other bigger or more expensive catamarans is the outboard engines.
Oh yeah,
As
they
far as
don't
the-
have outboard engine.
No.
No.
And the maintenance issue on compare to an inboard diesel or an inboard gas
Yeah.
and the outboards. So you guys having the outboards, I said, that's the boat.
Okay.
It
That was
made,
a
so
decision
and
maker,
plus,
outboard engine.
compared to the price
Price and
price
then
difference,
comparing
and then
everything.
the ongoing
Yeah.
maintenance issues and
Yeah,
cost
maintenance.
with
Yeah.
the outboards. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna go more detail later about the specification of your boat.
Okay,
But that was good. Yeah, you made a good decision, I think.
I do too. I do too. And a lot
Yeah.
of people have said yes, that's a
Yes.
good
Yeah.
decision.
Definitely. So originally you've been looking at Lagoon, like Ponte Pazzo, and that kind of also Main Cat you talk about.
Main
Main Cat has
Cat,
a smaller version as well, but
Sea Wind
yeah,
Cats.
Sea Wind, but okay, so those are the boats you've been looking, and
Yeah,
then
those are the
um,
major catamaran
amazing
manufacturers.
catamaran. Okay, so but for the range of the size of the boat, and the Smart Cat S280 is the only player in the market, and you could go bigger, like
Absolutely,
bigger, yeah. But
absolutely.
yeah,
It's the only player
yeah,
at this length and width.
yeah. Okay, cool. And then also you just at the beginning you just focus on the sailboat and catamaran, and you never look at any other boat like power boat or like a monohull sailboat.
No,
Only.
I liked the idea of having a sailing catamaran. I
Uh-huh.
loved it with the lagoon.
Uh-huh.
It's a bigger boat, but like I said, no.
Uh-huh.
I had a Bayliner,
Uh-huh.
28-foot Bayliner power boat.
Power boat, yeah.
Yeah, and that was fun, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
For long-term
long term.
enjoyment, sailing cat is
Right,
better than
right. It
power boat or mono sailing
yes, correct.
boat. Yeah.
To
Okay.
to be able to just put up the sails and
Mhm.
relax,
Okay.
lot
Okay.
more
Okay.
enjoyable.
Okay. So, and when you came to the Marathon Key to see the boat,
Hmm.
and but you say your engine is a great feature that you made a decision to do it,
Yes,
to purchase it.
the outboards.
But what about there's another? I mean, just the general first impression of the Smart Cat S280 when you saw the boat in S280. What was your first impression? Even you didn't go to test sailing.
We didn't go test sailing,
Yeah,
but we
just
stayed with Scott
yeah,
for probably 4 hours.
yeah.
So,
Mhm,
when we stepped aboard his
mhm,
boat,
mhm,
I was amazed at the headroom
uh-huh.
down below
Right.
and the obvious design of the Smart Cat, where you're looking at everything.
Right.
Nothing is blocked by
Blocking,
anything.
restricted.
Right.
Yeah, it's all very open.
Where the other
Yeah.
catamarans, that cockpit, a lot of times they have the fiberglass around, so you
Yeah.
can't. You got to get up your head out of the boat. Here,
Mhm.
you're in the boat.
Yeah, exactly. This open hardtop make a big difference.
Yes.
You utilize the entire deck as one area. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
People can be up here and talking to the captain and
Exactly.
stuff,
You can talk to people
Yeah.
and hand it over some
and
food.
hand their drinks, food over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff you can't do
Yeah.
on another
Yeah.
catamaran.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. When you go out on the water, the open feeling is really great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially you have dolphins
Yeah.
coming up and
Yeah.
down the side or whatever.
Right.
Marine life's out there.
Right.
Everybody can kind of.
So we have a enclosed hardtop,
Mhm.
but personally I like the open hardtop.
Right.
Enclosed is okay for really cold weather, like New York, New England area, or Seattle. Weather's really bad, rainy.
Yes.
But um, with the open version, with the isinglass, and then you can achieve that function.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
The isinglass keeps it very warm in here.
Uh-huh, yeah. Winter time was a little cold, when I came here in January.
Yeah.
With this isinglass was really good, very protective.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first impression was good. You liked the boat.
I
That's
did.
why you didn't even go to test sailing.
No, I didn't need to. But what's good is
Yeah.
it's a basic mainsail and jib,
okay.
and it's a self-furling jib. So
Yeah.
you
It's a very basic,
Very basic.
basic,
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about sailing performance later, but
Okay.
but okay. So you to compare to any other catamaran brand, you say the open cockpit and then outboard engine, easy to maintain, And those are key factor to choose a Smart Cat S280, you say.
Yes, and the cost.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, now let's go to delivery,
Yes.
order and delivery process.
Okay.
And we normally ship S280 like with a 40-footer container,
Mm-hmm.
and then do the final, or I normally say reassembly, because we assemble the boat in the factory originally, and then deassemble and put in the container and deliver to the normally Miami or any other boatyard where the client locate,
Right.
and then we do final reassembly in that area. But your boat was different,
Yes.
and your boat was completely assembled from the Smart Cat factory, and then except the hardtop, engine, and mast,
Yes.
and some few options, and then we ship the entire boat by they call bulk ship, cargo ship. It's not container ship.
Right. I saw the
So,
pictures of the
yeah.
cargo ship with it.
Yeah, and then and we did a final commissioning and assembly here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
It was not easy for me.
Well, this
Yeah,
this
but
was the first
time we did
boat
it.
like that.
Yeah, because the Los Angeles is really far away from Miami. Bringing all the tools and
Yes, you
also
did.
had to bring more my crew, my technicians.
Yes, you did.
It's a lot more challenging, you know. Maybe I could do it, but that's going to take more time and energy and
Right.
the cost. And it wasn't that easy, but still, doing the work here in Los Angeles was a little challenging for me, Yeah, yeah. So
As far as supplies, and
supplies, and then
you had to special order some things. And
Marina, boatyard, working with the boatyard, and working with the contractors. Can you? Oh yeah.
paramedics.
Police. Can you share your experience of the ordering and also delivery process that you went through, and also if you had any surprise or good or bad during the purchase and delivery process? Just to be honest, you don't need to say something.
One
only
thing,
good.
and I didn't go through the financing process with Seawind or Lagoon to know how they did it, but you guys set up a 4-part pay program,
Yeah.
and I thought that was pretty good. It allowed us to know, and that again, that was one of the things you told us, was that it's going to be like a year
1 year. It was 1 year process.
to get all this
yeah,
done.
Yeah.
So that was good in that respect. But the delivery, no, it came in on the freighter. The pictures I saw of this boat in the hull of the freighter,
Yeah.
and there were
Yeah.
big
Terminal.
pipes and machinery things next to it. And I
Yeah.
thought, boy, if they get into rough seas, that thing's going to get squished. But it made it, and it came in.
Yeah, they fix everything.
Yeah,
Right?
they lash it
they
down,
lash
and
down. Yeah.
they lash it
yeah.
down well. So they got it here. And then I got the crane shot of it getting pulled off the freighter, and then you met it. You towed it over to the boatyard. So no problems with the delivery.
Yeah.
It went well.
Yeah. That was a surprisingly smooth, Yeah. So now I have a more experience with Los Angeles here, for the commissioning boat. This was the first boat,
Right.
in here, Los Angeles,
Right.
even here in California. So that was a good experience. So it was a pretty good experience. Nothing, bad. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that came up that I don't think you were used to, and I had no, it was the first time going through it. I guess a lot of the people that might be listening to this over the fire siren, let that pass. They got the boats registered with the U.S. Coast Guard. And in California, and I believe it's everywhere else, if the boat's under 4 tons, I think, you don't have to have it registered through the Coast Guard. So this was registered with the state of California.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that was just a little, you were used to that with your other boats who were getting Coast Guard registration. Here it was, we went to California DMV,
Yeah.
just like you would for a car.
Oh yeah,
And
So
that's
that
how we
was
got
a little different.
yeah, they call them the CF numbers, the hull numbers,
Right.
which we put on. So
Right. Okay.
so it's
Cool.
registered in the state of California.
Okay. That's good. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about your experience with the boat.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a lot of questions about your experience with the boat. Um, but to start, you called me after I delivered the boat,
Yes.
like a couple of weeks, and you called me, Mac, I need to sell the boat.
I did call you and say, Mac, I need to sell this
And
boat.
then I got shocked.
You didn't hang up on me, but
What? I just delivered a new boat, and then you
Yes.
said you need
Gotta
to
sell
sell
it.
the boat.
right.
and then you change your plan, and then
Right.
now boat is here. And can you explain
What
what
happened?
happened and what went through? Yeah.
Yeah. So just like you said, you were shocked, and we were going through shock.
Yeah.
Um, to have the boat finally here, and there was one thing with getting the boat in and out of the slip it was in that was almost to the point of treacherous, because we were very close to rocks.
Oh yeah, that slip was so next to the rock.
Right next to the rock. So that was very stressful, getting
Yeah.
it in and getting out. And the prevailing winds there
Yeah.
were across the beam, so it was pushing us into the rocks. So
Yeah.
it was hard to get it in and out of that slip.
That was a bad spot. Yeah.
So in that time of that, before I was able to get it moved, and with the job I was doing, which was taking a lot more time than what I used to do as far as the demands of the job, I just didn't have time to really be on the boat, and especially on weekends. And it was like, this couldn't come at a worse time in my life as it was playing out right then.
Yeah.
So kind of popped a couple flares and panic and said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's see if Mac has a buyer. Because I think we took some buyers out, didn't we?
Yeah, that we had a potential buyer.
Yeah, we had a
sailing.
test sale,
Yeah,
and my wife said, you had buyers on the boat. Maybe one of those people want it. It's like, all right, let's do it. I mean, I threw up my hands. I was done. So that took a couple days of sleepless nights and thinking about it. And then finally I said, maybe we could do something else. And that's where the idea of putting it into charter service.
Right.
And that's where it is now. It's in charter. IRS, and I did my research on that, is very agreeable to using your boat for charter. But they caution you, and you can go to their website, that if you use it, you can't use it very much. You can use it when you want, but you just can't use it very much.
Right.
Because
this is your business.
This is your business.
Yeah.
And it's you start getting into what they term the hobby rule.
Right.
And the hobby rule says, if this is your hobby and you're sailing a lot on it, then
that's not business.
it's not a business.
Exactly.
So you're going to lose those.
You got to treat it as a business.
You got to, and the deductions you get are
Yeah.
business deductions for equipment,
Exactly.
for all those. So those reduce the other income because it's mixed. Although I did have to get an LLC, limited liability corporation.
Of course. Yeah.
And I never had any idea that I was going to have to do that.
Yeah.
So when you call Mac and say I got to sell it, then you call back and say no, it's going to go into charter, and you're finding out LLCs what? So this boat is in the Miss Perfect LLC, and that is done to protect my wife and I, and it is in charter here in Marina del Rey.
So so now it's a charter boat.
Yes.
But it was not original plan. Original plan was I heard when you ordered the boat, I want to retire and then just enjoy travel this boat, travel the East Coast, West Coast with this boat, and then go to Catalina Island, and then enjoy the life.
That's what the plan was.
And then your
That's what the plan was.
changed that you need to work more.
Yes.
And then you don't have much time.
Right.
But luckily you found a way to use the boat as a charter boat, and still you can use it.
Right.
Know? And so the life can be changed. Any person, any people. You plan something, your life can switch around.
Yes.
So I think nothing wrong. With
No,
that.
it's
It can
unexpected, but
happen.
not
Unexpected,
wrong.
nothing wrong.
No.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
somebody,
that's life.
somebody watching this, they're
Mhm.
thinking, well, I am going to retire,
Yeah.
and I am going to sail all over the
Mhm.
place. Well,
Hmm.
hopefully, that's what happens. But
Mhm.
be ready for things to
Mhm.
maybe you
Yeah.
don't. And
You cannot plan anything or any change, or you cannot predict anything.
correct.
If you wanna do it, you do it. Something switch, you change your course, your path.
Yes.
And then I think, and the charters, it just started. This is like a six month, not even 6 months,
Yeah.
6 months. You start charter,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, and 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 you told me you haven't used your boat much.
3
So,
times.
3 times.
3 times.
Really,
Where I-
three
where I-
times or?
Yeah, where I actually had time off and I could go,
Uh-huh,
but
uh-huh.
so
Okay. You've been
it-
really busy for your work. Yeah.
yeah.
That's great though.
But
Yeah.
see now, my son who lives in Florida, where you
Uh-huh,
live,
uh-huh.
is going to be here the
Uh-huh.
first week of August. So
Uh-huh.
our grandsons and him, we're going to go out,
Mhm.
and then we've got the Huntington Beach Air Show.
Right.
So the Blue Angels come,
Mhm.
and you got about 300 boats all anchored right off the pier there, and the boats or the airplanes are right over your head.
Mhm.
We're going to take it for that. So
Mhm.
special event kind of stuff.
Okay.
So
Okay. So, yeah. So it looks like you didn't have much time to use both the last five months. Yeah.
Right.
5 months. So, but still, you use boat. You've been on the boat, many times, and then so you know the boat. You know the boat, and more than what you received at the beginning, right? Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. So,
yes,
Um,
learn some stuff
right. Yeah.
that didn't when you first get it. No, it's brand new. It's like,
Right.
like having a new car and you find out,
Mhm.
hey, you got air conditioning in the back,
Yeah.
3 rows. And all of a sudden you do that.
Yeah.
But I think I told you or I told somebody.
Uh-huh.
No, it wasn't you. It was another time I chartered a boat in Florida.
Yeah.
The bilge was pumping out water. All these boats are pumping out water, and I'm going. I got the dock master. I said,
Yeah.
"What is? Are they bad boats? Are they filling with water?" And he goes, "No, that's the air conditioners."
Right. Air conditioner.
And I said, "Air conditioners?
Yeah.
You guys got air conditioners on all these boats?"
Uh-huh.
He looked at me like I was stupid. He goes, "Where do you normally sail?" I said, "In Southern California." He goes, "You don't have air conditioners?"
Uh-huh.
I said, "Nope." So this boat does not have an air conditioner.
Uh-huh.
Scott's boat had an air conditioner
Uh-huh.
on Marathon,
Yeah.
and you could feel the difference.
Florida need an air conditioner. You don't need it here.
On the
Look at this
Keys,
summertime.
Marathon Key.
Yeah, you don't. Florida need an air conditioner here.
Yeah.
Now it's July 29th,
Right.
middle of summer.
Right.
What's the temperature right now? Is it 70?
73,
I feel like it's 70.
74, yeah.
Feels
74.
amazing.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
You get a cool breeze.
Hey, Florida right now is 95 degree.
I know.
This time 12
I know.
o'clock. Yeah. So you're gonna find the more detail when you along the way you
Yes.
use the boat. And
Yes.
5 months is not enough, so to understand the entire all the detail of the boat.
I thought you were going to wait a
yeah.
year for this interview.
I'll come back after 1 year. After 1 year.
I thought you were going to do one in a year.
This is the
When you
initial
said,
initial interview video.
right, when you said I want to do it now, I went,
Yeah.
well, why don't we wait till next
yeah,
summer?
Yeah. Normally I do like a 1 year.
1 year later.
1 year, yeah, review.
But you like coming to California now, so
Yeah.
we'll come out and go sail at Catalina next summer.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna do the test sailing today. So
Yeah, we'll
that's
go
gonna
out-
be another
We'll go out and do
reason.
the test
yeah.
sailing.
So those are 3 times you went out.
Yes.
Where did you go?
That was when it was in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Sailed around by the Queen Mary there, down to about Huntington Beach. Nothing.
Okay, in the outside on the bay.
Yeah, outside the breakwater and out.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
that's the bay. That's Pacific Ocean.
Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
That's in the. I
Right.
felt like a bay
Yeah,
because it's so calm.
It was calm.
Yeah. I didn't expect that kind of calm water. It's open ocean, the open water. Yeah.
we tried to bring it up here when we decided to put it in a charter. 2 different times we got turned around because of fog, and that might be something that if somebody is in an area that you get fog, I would have got a radar.
Oh yes, the foggy day you
Yeah.
need a radar.
and
Very
I don't know,
hard to see something.
do
on the
you
beach
even
there.
have that in Florida?
Yes.
Sometimes?
Fog, Florida, no, we don't
No,
have
you don't
fog.
have fog.
No, in
Here you have
Florida,
dense coastal fog,
yeah. Oh, really?
and so if I were to do this again,
Uh-huh.
I would have definitely had
Okay. So
a radar unit put
in,
on.
in the area of the we use boat, you had foggy day, a lot of foggy days,
Yeah,
and have definitely
West
have to
Coast,
have,
I think
have
Bay
help.
Area, Seattle,
Even New England. In New
New England
England,
has
it's very
fog.
foggy there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
anywhere we have fog,
Mhm.
get a radar,
Yeah. Yeah. Later
because
really help
we
you.
hit fog banks out
Mhm.
there and you can't see,
Mhm.
so you had to turn around and come back.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
just
Well, you learned something, yeah, from
learned
there.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. During those 5 months, you been on the boat and then went to sailing 3 times, and then what do you enjoy the most with the Smart Cat? You know, the S280. Like it could be like space, big space, features, options, sailings, or design, comfort, handlings, and then what was your favorite features? What do you really like for S280?
I could raise the main by myself.
Yeah.
I could let out the jib by myself,
Mm-hmm.
and
You can do solo sailing, you know,
solo
by yourself.
sailing,
Yeah.
definitely. So if
Yeah.
you have people that don't know how to sail or
Mhm.
don't want to get involved,
Mhm.
they don't have to.
Yeah. Simplicity.
Simplicity.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
That's
very
well.
basic sailing
Yeah.
rig. So,
Uh-huh.
and you got your windows so you
Right.
can look up. I like
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah.
That was a good feature, but I knew that when
Mhm.
you're hardtop. So,
Okay. Yeah. And then.
but I mentioned with the isinglass,
Mhm.
especially in the afternoon, if you have if you're bringing it back to dock,
Mhm.
open up your isinglass so the wind can go through, because that was one of
Yeah.
the, I think the,
It's a windy day, you know.
yeah.
Isinglass give you really like a big blockage for the.
Oh, it's like a
the
sail.
wind. Yeah. It's
So
a sail, big
you're
sail.
coming in at
Yeah.
low motor speed, and all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden you're going
Oh, yeah.
sideways.
Yeah.
But if these are open, the wind will
Uh-huh.
just blow through. You won't have that issue.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. That's a good tip. Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
open
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you know more.
Learn that too.
Every time.
Especially when you're by those rocks.
on the boat, you learn by mistake. You know.
If we would have
Yeah.
opened those up and we brought it back
Uh-huh.
when it went sideways, kind of,
Uh huh.
we would have had no problem.
Uh-huh.
I don't think.
Okay. Um, so you've been using this boat as a charter boat,
Yes.
and then like almost for five months.
Yes.
And then how was the experience so far? You know, it's not long enough, but how was it so? You know,
Personally, the numbers of people chartering it have been lower than I thought and hoped
in here, this area.
in this area,
Yeah, Marina del Rey.
in Marina del Rey.
Yeah.
And we, we talked about that, but the boat itself, and I, as the owner, I get the calendar
Mm-hmm.
for the charters for every month,
Mm-hmm.
which is two things. One, I can see when we're going to take it out. I can see if it's open, so we can take it out anytime we want, that somebody else hasn't already booked the charter.
Mm-hmm.
And what has been good is reading the comments of the people who charter it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all
Mhm.
spoke highly of their experience on this boat
Right.
and call it by its name, Miss Perfect.
Right.
So they say it was the best day we ever had. I know one of the charters, they had their kid's birthday,
Yeah.
so there was a big birthday cake here,
Oh,
and
nice.
they went out for half a day.
Okay.
They loved it. They said it
Uh-huh.
was, to be on Miss Perfect for our kid's birthday was
Uh-huh.
something we could never do.
Oh, nice.
So they loved that.
Yeah.
Um,
Any people coming to this boat as a charter guest, they love it.
yeah,
I never say, oh, we didn't like that boat or
Yeah.
it was bad experience. Everybody loved this boat. You know.
Yes, they do.
Some people say it's better than like a bigger boat, bigger catamarans, because it feels like a really open party boat. It's open deck. It feels like, there's a party boat like a big barge or like a pontoon boat.
yes,
Everything open.
Exactly.
It feels like that. It's
Well-
not like a separate from here to there.
I've noticed on your videos where you're in Florida,
Yeah.
you don't have the isinglass.
Uh-huh.
You
Everything open.
definitely feel that, but when
Yeah.
you roll these up,
Uh-huh.
and they roll up pretty easily,
Uh-huh.
you have that same thing.
Yeah,
So yeah,
definitely.
and
Yeah.
it's got a great sound system.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have a four speaker and subwoofer.
subwoofer.
Yeah, that's very important.
Get
Yeah.
good thumping music
Right.
going.
Right.
Not for me, but
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
they, they have that.
Uh-huh.
Some of the videos I've seen of the people that've chartered it, they
Uh-huh.
love the sound system.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this boat is perfect for charter boat, and there's no doubt about it. I'm very confident about that.
Yes.
And then the boat we're doing charter in Bermuda, the owner of the Smart Cat in Bermuda, he loves the boat. He said, any customer coming to the boat, they love it.
Right.
They're doing charter really well. I believe there's a market here, but it's a beginning for you or to entering the market.
Yes.
So you need to understand the market, you need to study market, and then probably get to the point how to attract more guests.
Yes.
I
And
think there's many different ways you can attract more guests.
You mentioned a couple of apps that
yeah,
are more current to today's
yeah,
way of people getting a boat compared to
yeah,
maybe the charter companies, the older way of doing it,
right.
where these apps, people are doing it themselves.
So you are doing there's management company who's
Yes.
doing the charter right now, right?
Yes.
And then they are managing the company.
Correct.
Managing the charter service. That's
Correct.
the one way you can do. Okay.
That's one way.
Yeah, you can do. If they do the great job and they have a right way to bring the customer, perfect.
Yes.
You don't need to worry about the booking, cleaning, maintaining, and that kind of thing. But another way you can do is like you go through the boat sharing app.
Boat sharing app.
Yeah, there's a couple of boat sharing app like charter app, boat tour charter app.
Right.
And then you list your boat, and then the customer they search it by budget, date, and then how many people, and then they book through their app.
Yes.
And then you have to organize a captain and all the details like fuelings and maintaining everything. But it's more work to do. But going through that kind of a boat sharing app is kind of trendy these days. Like Airbnb.
Yes.
Airbnb, Uber,
Yes.
everything going through the app. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
That would be, I think, the way this boat will go after you
mhm.
inform me those are available.
Yeah.
And
So you
I've
gotta
gotta-
try. You gotta
yeah,
try something different.
Try
things
something
as well.
different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and then you find something works, perfect. Yeah.
Get up to the same
Yeah.
amount of charters your boat in Bermuda's doing.
Yeah.
That would be my goal.
Yeah. Bermuda is a kind of unique place. But,
Yes.
but
Yes,
that's
it is.
strictly tourist over there
Exactly.
enjoy the water.
Right.
But Los Angeles has a lot of tourists, but those tourists they don't know about the boat tour and boat charters. So I believe there's some demand, a lot of demand, but you need to find that demand. How to
Tap into it.
tap into it.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about some performance over the boat.
Okay.
Okay. So you use it like 3 times. That's not a lot. That's just only like 5-6 months.
Yes.
You've been using it as a charter. But you've been sailing, and you and I we went to sailing like I think 1 or 2 times.
Yes.
And then, so how can you describe the sailing performance S280? And then, have you had any sailing experience of this year that you really like it and really good weathers, and or something? Just a general your experience with the sailing performance, your expectation. That was your expectation that before you order, because you didn't have a sailing before with this Smart Cat, and then you got the boat, and then how do you describe right now?
The sailing trips that we've taken since you went back to Florida.
Yeah.
We went on one when you were still here, and I remember looking back and looking at the wake on how fast the boat was going,
Oh yeah.
because I didn't really have a feel other than the instrumentation
Yeah.
of that speed. But when you look back and you saw that wake, I said,
Yeah.
this boat's moving.
Uh-huh.
I felt that also a couple times where I'm looking at my instrumentation and trying to get best wind when I get it, which is not compared to a monohull. You're going to be much more into the wind. Here is
Uh-huh.
more of a off to the beam either side.
Uh-huh.
But to see the boat in that wake, I love
Yeah,
it. I
it
love
was
it.
fast.
Fast.
How fast was it?
I think we got up to 8, 9.
8. Wow.
Yeah, I mean it was.
9. Not. I never reached 9. I
You
think
never.
I reached 9, 8.5.
I think that day when you had everybody on it,
Uh-huh.
I think you were at 9 for a little bit.
We hit the 9 that
I
day.
think you did.
I
There was
don't
so
remember.
much. There were people were talking and stuff. And I looked
Yeah.
down one time. I went, whoa. So,
Really?
but yeah, 7, 8.
Okay.
I think touched
So
9.
what was the wind speed that time? Is that? It depends.
I
on
think it
wind
was a
speed.
gust. I think it might have been gusting up to 15.
15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it lasted maybe 30 seconds.
Okay.
So,
15.
but it was the prevailing was probably 10 to 12, and then it gust to 15.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
yeah, they're fast boats.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I love them. I love
Okay.
them. I love this boat.
And then we changed the shape of the sail, and then this is a new sail. The shape of the main sail.
The mainsail,
main
yes.
sail, and the jib sail is a little different, and
Okay.
not too. So
That helps the-
compared to original sail that you
Okay.
saw in Miami and
Okay.
in Florida.
Okay.
So I feel this sail has a more performance, give you more performance. Yeah. So definitely that give you more like feeling of a higher performance, I would say, than before. But you cannot compare with the old Smart Cat. So,
I can't.
Yeah,
You can.
I
You'll see
can,
what
yeah.
you can do today.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's going to be
Yeah.
like today's going to be 10,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
maybe gusting to 15 to 18.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna try testing today as well.
Yes, sir.
So you like the sailing performance of
I
Smart
do.
Cat? Okay.
I do.
What about your sailing experience, general sailing experience? Can you
Compare
explain-
this to those.
I mean, you had a sailing experience before. How many years you've been sailing, and then what kind of boat you've been sailed before?
two sailboats,
Mm-hmm.
one power boat,
Mm-hmm.
then chartering it, the lagoon,
Mm-hmm.
the bigger monohulls, the
Mhm.
Benetos and the Catalinas were up to 38 to 40s
Mm-hmm.
with those.
You have a lot of experience. Yeah.
Just
Those are good
different
experience. Yeah, that's you have a really wide range of experience.
different boats, yeah.
Yeah, different boats. Monohull, catamarans,
Yeah.
even powerboats. So
Right.
also that's why I'm addressing these things. For sailing is like technique.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You need to know. It's a skill. So it depends on how you control the boat and sail. The performance is different.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why we cannot say this boat can run like this much and that much. Yeah, it can, but all depends on you and the weather, the wind. If you're doing well, control the boat well, and also you have a good wind,
Right.
that combination give you speed. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that's good. Yeah. So S280 is designed for the entry level sailor. Everything set up easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can you give a little tip that the sailor who's starting the sailing, or who's trying to purchase the Smart Cat, even though they are like entry level, they are like beginners, and
Yeah, I know what you're asking.
Yeah.
Well, I know if you're
What?
going to
Yeah.
captain this boat
uh-huh,
in charter,
uh-huh.
you have to have the ASA 114 class or 104. I forget the number, but it's the catamaran class. So you have to have that ASA class, or else you have to have a captain on board.
Uh-huh.
So, like say if you wanted to charter it
Uh-huh.
next week for
Mhm.
go to Catalina, before they agree, or part of that is
Mhm.
that you have that ASA class.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They teach it
Right.
here.
Okay.
So
So
people who want
that's
to
for sailboat
Mhm.
education.
for catamarans,
Catamaran. Sailboat sailing cat.
sailing catamaran.
Okay, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
look it up. I think
Okay.
it's ASA.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So-
104. It's got a
Yeah.
4 in it.
Education, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a sailing certification.
Uh-huh.
I think it's an all-day
Sailing
class.
certification, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I took. It didn't have an ASA number, but I took
Mhm.
the catamaran docking class
Mm-hmm.
down in San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And,
really?
Yeah, the
Oh.
instructor was very good, and we were doing some amazing parking
Mhm.
with their big catamarans.
Oh, wow. That's a very important class,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And the more, yeah, I think everybody need to take that class, you know.
Well,
The
I think
docking
they
is the most difficult thing in the boat, you know.
low speed
Yeah.
with a big catamaran.
Yeah.
You definitely have to be ahead of the
Uh-huh.
boat, thinking, how am
Uh-huh.
I going to do this and let the wind help?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good tip. Yeah. Even though the boat is designed for entry level, you need to educate yourself. You know, you need to run, you need to study,
Yes.
take a lesson,
Right.
a class. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good tip. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And even you have already have like good experience. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, the sailboat you need to. It's a journey. You need to educate yourself. You need to get to know about sailing, and then the more you know, and the more you enjoy. You know, so
A lot of
and
a
then
lot
you don't
of
get scared. You know?
a lot of colleges, if you're along in California, especially Southern California,
Uh-huh.
they have sailing clubs.
Uh-huh.
They have instructors who I've not had a bad instructor.
Uh-huh.
Most of them are friendly,
Uh-huh.
good teachers, and
Yeah.
they love what they're doing. So
Mhm.
you have a great day out on the ocean learning how to sail.
Yeah. Okay. So compared to original impression and orders and receiving the boat,
Mhm.
and what do you think the biggest advantage of the Smart Cat S280 after using the boat right now? And I'm almost 6 months, but something that different from other cat. Is that still the same? Your idea is the same, or is it a little bit switch from original, your initial impression?
No, having sailed on lagoons and sea wind catamarans,
Yeah.
never on a main cat,
Mm-hmm.
this is definitely, in my opinion, and I know people will disagree,
Mm-hmm.
this is easier to sail
Mm-hmm.
and to me more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Different boats,
Right.
different boats.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you look at cost of new
Right.
sea wind or new lagoon versus
Oh yeah, cost is very different. Price range is completely different
Yeah.
range. You cannot do the same price. Yeah.
it seems to me
Yeah.
that those other companies are going bigger,
Uh-huh.
not, and so
They go bigger and more expensive, more luxury and more
exactly.
expensive.
So you guys,
Yeah.
this no.
I think they're they identify their brand as like a little bit high end,
Mm-hmm.
and then so they go bigger and high end. That market, focus on that market. But in the market, there's a different demand.
Yes.
Some people like to have a simple, practical sailing and also have fun, and also smaller size give you like a less stress, especially on the dock or the Bay Area, So
Right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're able to keep your customers happy,
Mhm.
cost wise, and boat style wise,
Mhm.
and quality. I see quality in what is
Oh, yeah,
done
quality.
with the boat. So
Let's
I
talk
mean,
about quality. How do you think about quality? To be honest, don't say anything.
I brought it up.
Yeah.
The manufacturing process on
Uh-huh.
this, uh, I I have no problems with any of the
Uh-huh.
quality items of this boat.
Okay. And something that you didn't like
Well, that
you mentioned about
The Garmin.
Garmin autopilot.
yes,
Yeah, setting. That one we adjusted, and then
yeah, the charter company captains had
Uh-huh.
that's where I was first made aware of it. So
Uh-huh.
they brought people in from Garmin who did and found out the antenna was too close or
Uh-huh.
something.
yeah,
So they've moved it somewhere.
somewhere.
We'll find it today,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Mhm.
But that's what was garbling the signal. So
Mhm.
that's been
We
repaired.
tested today,
Yes.
and then what about the engine? engine?
The engine, those are 25 horse.
Mhm.
I noticed on one of your videos you had 50 horse
Yes,
on the sailing version.
right. There's a 50 horsepower as well. Yeah, 250 horsepower.
Right.
Yeah.
Would that be, did that captain or that owner want that because of the sea conditions or?
Um, he want to have he want to travel longer distance, like offshore,
Okay.
and also he want to have a higher thrust for the marina on the heavy weather. So generally, 350 horsepower is more relaxing, because you have a more thrust. I know it's overpowered. Um, you don't really necessary to have a twin 50,
Right.
but having more horsepower and thrust, you're more comfortable at the dock or the inlet and the uh, where the
You're
high
not,
current or
you're
weather.
not having to use
You
as
don't need
many
to fight.
RPMs when
Yeah,
you're doing what you're doing.
it's
'Cause
just both spin really fast. Moves really fast. It's like
Right.
reacts. So personally, I like twin 50 horsepower, but it's not really necessary. Twin 25 horsepower is fine, but sometimes the heavy weathers, high current, and you have to be careful. You have to control.
Nines are too small.
9 is not applicable for the salt water, only for fresh water.
Fresh
9,
water.
yeah. But 25 is okay, but you have to experience to use it, and then the extreme situation. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The captains have told me, and
Yeah.
I think not, you didn't experience it, I didn't experience when we
Mhm.
were out there,
Yeah.
but on some of their charters,
Mhm.
that the boat would pitch
Uh-huh.
down and the engines would come out of the water.
Yes, that's
So
another thing.
they said if they had a longer
Mhm.
strut,
Mhm.
then they would stay down. I don't know if that's true. I told them
Mhm.
instead of going right in,
Mhm.
maybe go off to the side or slow the boat down so it's
Mhm.
more gently taking that. So
Right. So that's the downside of the using outboard engine for this case. So there are a lot of good advantage of the having outboard engine, easy maintenance, cheaper cost, and then easy to handle. But outboard engine, the propeller is very close to the water,
yes,
and even though that's a longer shaft, long shaft, and that's the maximum we can push down. So sailboat is a little different than powerboat. The powerboat go push through the wave, right? But
right.
sailboat go over the wave and then like following the wave.
yes,
That's why you go over the bigger wave. I would say like 4 or 5 feet wave, and then when you go up and down, the propellers comes out of the water.
because the boat's
instantly.
pitched into
Yeah.
and yeah,
Uh-huh.
those are going to come up. So.
Yeah, so that's offshore. It's a bad weather. 4 or 5 feet of wave. I don't want to go outside.
True. You start getting into big.
If I
big
go outside, I don't go. I want to be on the 4 or 5 feet of
no,
wave.
that's not a good day
Yeah.
at sea.
So, or
No.
2 or 3 feet is okay. No
Right.
problem. No problem with that.
Right.
So, even if you want to go offshore, like a long distance offshore sailing, I would recommend to go 50 horsepower, twin 50 horsepower. Because it has a longer shaft than this one. Has more thrust.
How much longer?
Probably like 3-4 inch deeper.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Doesn't
That's
seem-
not doesn't seem a lot, but make a
Bigger prop.
difference. Yeah,
Bigger prop.
yeah. So
More power.
one client of Smart Cat, he has a 50 horsepower, and he moved the boat from Miami to Bermuda and Turk and Caicos, and he went through the many tough weather, so he said no problem, it was okay. If you go really offshore, I would say go to inboard engine. Inboard engines no problem.
No problem with those.
Yeah. So okay, so looking back, are there any options or features you especially glad you had, or would you recommend any specific upgrades or to future buyers?
If we were to do it again,
Yeah.
I would say definitely radar.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be in a coastal fog situation, which we do
Yeah.
experience here,
Yeah.
and I would like to have a radar on this boat, which I could have it installed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had the discussion about 25 versus 50. I probably would, if we were doing it again, I would have 50s on there instead of 25s.
Okay. Yeah.
Just personal preference.
Mhm.
More power, close dock, or
Yeah.
getting close to the dock with a crosswind
Yeah.
that we experienced.
Yeah. I like 50 horsepower.
Mm.
Yeah. Overpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better be over than
Yeah,
under,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
going towards rocks. Going, please, please don't do it. Didn't we have a guy jump off to try to?
That day, yeah, the weather was a little windy, and then that spot was horrible. Yeah,
Crosswind
don't
and a horrible slip.
Don't do
Two
that kind
bad
of,
things: strong crosswind,
and then
horrible
bad
slip.
slip. Yeah, yeah.
It messed us up.
Yeah. Now we know. You don't want to get that kind of slip.
And open up your eyes and glass,
Yeah.
unzipper,
Yeah.
tie them all off.
Okay, so based on your experience, what kind of person or lifestyle is the Smart Cat S280 the best suited for?
It could be a power boater who's looking for more room.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a monohull sailor who has a wife or significant other who doesn't like to be heeled over
Mm-hmm.
all day,
Oh yeah,
to be flat.
yeah.
And usually then that person has friends who want to go out too,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the draws.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we're never going to be over on our side either way. We're going to be flat,
Uh-huh.
and that brings more people who want
Right.
to go. So
Okay. Yeah.
I think so.
Uh-huh. Excellent. Yeah. Cool. So, do you have any future sailing plan goals with the Smart Cat S280 this boat?
Well, we mentioned
Catalina Island.
Catalina Island.
Catalina Island. You know.
We're going to bring the sons coming in from Florida with the
Yeah.
grandsons,
Uh-huh.
so we'll go out.
Uh-huh.
That'll be a day cruise because he's
Uh-huh.
got kind of a narrow travel window.
Uh-huh.
Then the overnighter will be the air show in October,
Uh-huh.
and that's going to be it's either going to be the Thunderbirds or the Blue Angels. So
Uh-huh.
we're going to have loud aircraft
Uh-huh.
and a bunch of military aircraft flying over our heads.
Uh-huh.
I've been there on a monohull.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy. It's crazy good though.
You anchor down and
Yeah,
then,
you anchor right off the pier, and you're with,
and then
like I
you
said, like
watch
300
it.
boats. They're right over your heads.
Oh, nice.
They've got to be, I think, at least, I want to say 500 feet.
Yeah.
But you got jet engine,
Uh-huh.
full afterburners right over your head.
Okay.
It's crazy good. So we're looking forward to that.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm thinking, and I'm glad we talked, I'm thinking of bringing this boat from here down to Newport Harbor
Uh-huh.
and find a captain down there.
Uh-huh.
And instead of having it chartered through a company, the captain and I will be
Manage
company
it. Yeah,
managing
you
it
just manage it
in the
yourself.
LLC
Yeah.
using these newer apps and newer connections to get people
Yeah.
who do it like a
Uh-huh.
Airbnb or
Yeah.
something of the modern day versus this old system, which
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Right.
That's kind of the one thing I don't like is that just not enough charters
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if we
Yeah.
can bump those up to
Mhm.
3 or 4 a week.
I believe you could really charter well with
Right.
through that apps,
Right. So
and yeah,
we'll talk more.
yeah, definitely,
I'll have my people talk to your people.
I will help you. I have a lot of resources for
There you
charter.
go.
Yes.
There you go. I love that.
Okay, good. Lastly,
Yes, sir.
if someone is on the fence about purchasing a Smart Cat S280, what would you tell them?
I would say, and I say this with all sincerity, because you spelled out that long timeline. When you can do it, do it. Because if you wait, the clock can run out on you. And you don't want that. So if you see that this boat's in your future and you can do that, don't hesitate. Do it. And once you get it, you have that time that you're on the fence waiting for whatever you're waiting for. So
12 months is these days the short time, compared to any other bigger catamaran company.
really,
Yeah, normally 2 or 3 years.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Well, then that's a plus, a
Yeah.
big plus.
yeah, 12 months is
One is the
short.
cost. Two is the pay,
Yeah.
how you pay in the 4 payments.
Uh-huh.
and it's a shorter wait time.
Shorter wait time.
There's no
Yeah.
reason to be on the fence.
Right. Yeah.
If you like this boat, go visit Mac or come see me here and go out and don't hesitate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's another thing. So if anybody interested in seeing Smart Cat S280 in the West Coast here in the U.S., is that okay? They come to see you
Absolutely.
and then see the boat.
Get a hold of Mac and
Yeah.
he'll arrange it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because you got them in Michigan, you got them in New York,
The demo boat here in Michigan as well. We have that.
and
And then
this is the
New
only one on
York.
the West Coast, though, right?
West Coast is the only one.
Right.
So East Coast is okay. We have plenty of boats.
So if you're in
West Coast, this is the only one.
if you're in San Francisco, San Diego, Seattle,
Uh-huh.
come out on Miss Perfect.
And even Mexico.
Mexico.
Baja California. I
Oh,
have
yeah.
a couple of buyers who want to see your boat. Yeah.
Bring them up.
You speak Spanish?
No.
They speak
Cerveza.
English. They say
Dos
those
cerveza,
guys speak
por
English.
favor.
Yeah.
I know.
But you can show it,
Yeah.
So excellent. Thank you so much. That's
No.
amazing. Yeah.
No.
So okay. So that was an interview. Thank you so much for your time and your interview.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So anything you have any question about Gerry's and his boat, you can DM me or text me or email me, and then so I can get some answer from him. And then now we're gonna go test selling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, selling. So
Be a
we're
good
gonna
day
make
for it.
another selling video.
The helicopters are
Okay.
gone, so we're good.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.